Alrighty, my friends. Hello, hello, hello. So, obviously, based upon the same outfit, we just finished recording episode 6 of K-On! A very, for comedy, very penultimate episode where the girls finally perform for the first time a very, very short song, but a very cute song that's kind of perfect for a high school girl band who has been together for very long, who wrote their song last minute, so I had a week to rehearse. So, kind of like the perfect beginning, so to speak. Like, okay, that's exactly what to expect from this level, this kind of people. It's fine. And then it ended on a note that I wasn't expecting with Mio embarrassing herself. Not only did she trip, thankfully didn't break the base. My gosh, that would have been awful. But not only did she trip, in front of not the whole school, but a bunch of students and I'm sure parents and people who are not part of the school, and alumni probably too. Not only did she trip in front of them, but she also, which works out really. Oh, now the cameras. Okay, so the light is in. There we go. Okay, face is about a bit more evenly lit. So, which matters more on a camera, more sensitive than this. Sorry now. But not only did she trip in front of alumni and students and family members of said students and alumni, but she also accidentally half mooned. I'm assuming them because there was the half it was a stripe, so I'm guessing it was underwear, and the other half was white. So I'm assuming embarrassment had poor Mio of all the people. Man, she was feeling so good too. But cutie pies prevail. So we're kind of moving away a little bit from the plot, which is just the girls sort of growing as a band. Again, this is slice of life and comedy, so the plot's kind of pretty loose. It just moves forward as time moves forward, so that's the kind of what does that. Looks like we're taking a breather a little bit from the band based upon the preview and focusing a bit more on the girls and their background. I love when shows do this, especially more dramatic shows like EPK Euphonium. We had moments, School Festival being one of them, I think in season 2, where we kind of took a breather from everything and were able to, or maybe that was in season 1, I can't remember, took a breather from the practicing and the intensity of everything and got to focus on them being like students and the school festival and all that stuff. And so this time it's the holidays, we're getting that with around Christmas time. We're getting the background of Yui, maybe a little bit of the other girls too, but because Yui is kind of our main girl, she's in the preview. What else is there? There's really not much else to say on that other than we're getting an episode like that as well, where I kind of take a breather, focus. Great thing about Slice of Life episodes is that the filler episodes are meant for us to not only learn more about the characters, but have them interact more, strengthen their relationships, since relationships are so incredibly important for Slice of Life. And any kind of anime, to be honest, or any kind of story, to be honest, but definitely Slice of Life stuff. That's kind of all we have to say. This is a super cute, sweet show. Apparently season 2 is twice as long, so we're only just halfway through season 1. We also have the movies, which they said take place after season 2, which is great. And then I think by the time this episode comes out on YouTube, by the time this video comes out on YouTube, by now, Liz and the Bluebird, my Liz and Bluebird movie reaction should be available to people. So go check that out. I did watch and react to Liz and the Bluebird. I just also was reminded I gotta double check and see if T-Boo did as well, so I can share a link to his reaction because I said I would. Anything else to add? Nope, that's it. Without further ado, again, there's no sound, partial image on YouTube. Keeps Gilbert Monsters at bay. Excuse me. Let's dive in. Also, again, this show moving crazy fast through their first year of high school. Aw, babies. Oh, so Yui's little sister has been trying to take care of her klutzy older sister for a while. I wonder if that's how she became so sensible. the baby versions of them are so cute. It's very hard to get that. I think I had a white Christmas maybe once, maybe twice in the 30 some odd years I've been alive on Earth. Oh, and they used to share a room too on a little bunk bed. It's so cute. Look at their little butts and the little. Look at them, they're so cute. Now, did they actually have a white Christmas or did Yui. Or did Yui create that? The fluff? Oh, it's cotton balls. Oh, Yui tried to make one a white Christmas for her. She ruined a pillow for her. Yeah, because she destroyed a pillow. But she did that for the girls. Oh, so cute. Again, this is a reminder that Yui's a mess, but she's a sweetheart. You know? And in time, as she grows, she'll kind of like work through some of her growing pains of her being a mess. But, yeah, I need more lighting. In the back. Oh! I'm trying to play with the lighting a little bit. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of messing with the lighting maybe a little too much. I'm just trying to... I mean, the webcam looks terrible, but I'm just trying to make the lighting a little bit more sensible. Now that I have a more light-sensitive camera... Here, look at the display! Now that I have a more light-sensitive camera, I need to... I can pick up, like, the nuances of, like, stuff. I need to rethink the lighting for this camera more so than my webcam, which will look terrible regardless of what the lighting is. But anyway, so in time as Yui gets older, she'll hopefully learn to be more focused, stuff like that. Like that you can learn in time. Some of it you'll just grow out of certain like habits and grow more mature in that regard, but the kindness that Yui has, that's sometimes a little harder. So this makes, not relatable, I hate that phrase, but this makes Yui, I forget the term, but basically she's enjoyable because she's a mess, but she's so lovely and sweet and kind. And so we can put up with a mess if they're a lovely person. And Yui's a very sweet, lovely person. Oh! Japan, yeah. A lot more northern than where I am. They get super cold. Are they gonna walk together like that? A long scarf. You guys might want to link arms though and not just walk separately. Aww. Oh, they're holding his head. It's the softest, cutest thing ever. Oh my gosh. I love it. You should tell your tell your band member. Christmas Eve. Don't put a fee. Her house? Why is her house so busy? I know. Probably her room is a mess. Oh no, let it go. Oh, look at Yui's face. Look at Yui's face. Oh no. What are her parents? What did her parents do? They kind of. They're leaving their children? I think they're kind of overthinking that. Me too. That's cute. Hmm. I know. Unless Mio's has the anxiety she has because of Ritsu. Oh my gosh. Safe. They safe for her. She probably doesn't know. She probably. Short performance? What kind of Christmas party is that? I guess it's their kind of Christmas party. Oh, she took it seriously. Yes, because she's. What? Sorry, my cat was thinking away. I was like, yes, because, you know, your little sister. Still your little sister. Hmm. We're gonna get a halfway point or not? Oh, no, we're being it's early still. Hmm. Don't scare the base. This is why she has anxiety. It's Ritsu's fault. Stop. I like when Mio gets fierce like that. I do love the fact that you know Yui's childhood best friend is also part of this group, even though she's not part of the club. It's kind of a very different way. I'll talk more about the midpoint, but I was thinking about this a lot actually. Mugi? I mean, she's also super rich. She could probably go to Hawaii if she wants to. My dogs are barking their heads off. Okay, thankfully we've reached the halfway point, and then I will talk about. Okay. Alright, pausing because my dogs drive me crazy, and then we're gonna talk about this. Alright, if I run out of room on this camera, it is because I have to take pauses and want to go do things, and it drives me crazy. Ugh. Anyway. So what I was thinking about is that what I like about Yui and Oh, I forget her name. Notica? Oh, I forgot it. Okay. Is they have, again, they're childhood friends, but they have a very lovely relationship. Like, her best friend, she goes off, she's part of the student council. She does her thing, Yui has her thing, but they still are all together. So something that was interesting is a place further than the universe is that our main girl, very similar to Yui, got really caught up with the Arctic Club, the girls who were trying to go to the Arctic. And what was where was I going with this? And her friend became kind of jealous and even started some rumors because she was actually reliant on her friend being so reliant on her, but her friend was growing and changing and kind of becoming more of an adult, which is important. But her friend was growing jealous of that and thankfully admitted it, and they kind of worked through that, which is really lovely. But this is very different. When Yui starts growing and, finally participating in something and not being reliant on her friend and going and doing things, her best friend's like, good. Like, she's really happy for her. And that's a sign of a really good friend. So they have a really great dynamic. I hate the phrase, but, they have a healthy friendship. A good friendship. You want your best friends to be involved in other stuff. They don't have to be with you all the time doing everything together. It is nice if you do a lot of stuff together, but they have their own thing, you have your own thing. And so we see that lovely example of that. We also see the other girls going, yeah, let's, come be part of our Christmas party. I know you're not part of the light music club, but that's okay. And so I like how Ritsu's like, yeah, we're friends. So that's adorable. I like that. That's like, they don't kind of like, hey, we're part of this club, you're part of that, whatever. Like, that doesn't matter. I'm looking at the display. It doesn't matter to them. Which is super cute to see. And I like it. I'm assuming the kind of orange, reddish haired girl that's with her is her vice president. I think she's president, so I'm assuming that's her vice president. Because she was also there helping her kind of run the day of stuff, so I'm assuming that. So, also as a reminder that she's establishing her friends over here. Obviously, Yui and her are still best friends, and they've known each other a long time. Same thing with Mio and Ritsu, but who have very different dynamics. But they still have their own thing, and they have friends on the side too that have nothing to do with each other, which I think is very lovely to see. I don't know. I was thinking about a lot of like, okay, and they also look very similar too, character wise, like design with the glasses and the hair, like everything. It's crazy similar. I forget, did it place further than the universe? Was that also KyoAni? Was that an original KyoAni thing, or was that somebody else did that? I can't remember. But if it was KyoAni, it makes sense because we see some of the same dynamics. The dark-haired, beautiful but slightly neurotic girl, the more extroverted dark-haired ones, or one, I guess, in the case of the other show. The other sort of semi-quiet one. So we kind of see those same kind of four-girl dynamics, which is fun to see. I'm pressing play now. Ooh, she's making a chicken. Don't touch it. Yui? You said you won't. Yui, don't. For the other girls. And she's turning it into a game. I know, and then Ui's been doing this for a while. She ate them all, didn't she? Oh no, she is decorating. Oh, I like the I didn't realize this, but I haven't really been commenting much on the animation, but I like the forced perspective there. That was really cute. With the widow feet and the big heads and the big old sticky. And it's good Yui did not eat everything, but Yui did a good job. Well, she put the strawberries on top very nicely. Her sister is very humble and very sweet, which I love to see. She's trying so hard. She's so cute. Nodoka-chan, if she's not there, is she there yet? Oh, she'll be late. Hmm. I wonder if she's, again, dependable little sister because the happy-go-lucky big sister. There's not a big age gap between them either. When did she get there? I know. She crashed the party. You want an adult there. She does. I know. Wait, does she have a boyfriend? Does she? Oh, she's so cute. No, you have to put that on Mio. Moogie's having a good time. Oh gosh. Monica. Oh, Monica. She knows she didn't. She knows she doesn't have the wrong hand. Okay, give me. Mio's having such the hardest time. There's only a year difference between them. She probably just came in through the front door. I'm guessing she doesn't have one. Ah, come on. Yes, please kick the adult out. She's making everything depressing. I thought she's supposed to be a singer. She's doing a bad. Oh, she's depressed. Oh no, she did. They broke up. And Boogie's having a great time. She's hysterical. Please kick the adult out, please. Oh, the maracas. Ritsu must have bought the other thing. Where did she get her? Oh, Moogie brought those. The teacher. Gloves and a scarf. Oh, that's perfect for them. Those. That was sweet. Oh, this is so sweet and wholesome. Oui. Oh, Mia. Oh. That was it. Oh my gosh. Oh, my face. The what a goofball. Oh my gosh, it reminds me of the teacher from Year to Camp. Oh, are they getting a white Christmas? Oh gosh, that was a mess. Oh. Mm. I like how this ridiculous episode is being sandwiched in between the real sweetness of Ui and Yui's relationship. That is adorable. This is really sweet. I love this. Are we ready to get in the bed? Mm. Oh no. She's wrapped in. Oh. Kind of flying through the holiday break. give me chat. Oh, Mew looks gorgeous. I missed that. Oh, I missed it. Did she lose weight? Did I? That's how I missed. Oh, she looks gorgeous and cute. Okay, calm yourself. That's definitely not her boyfriend. That she wants a boyfriend though. You look so freaking cute. I've never seen like a winter like kimono like this before in any of the anime. Every time I see it, it's always during like the spring or the summer. I'm guessing Mitsu was the one that went BOMP. Yeah. Our cutie pie girls. Anyway. Well, aside from the mess of recording, because I keep looking at that display, mess of recording with the camera, I forgot, I didn't realize that. I didn't pay attention to the fact 30 minutes increments, which is good to keep in mind when I do longer stuff, which I will plan to eventually. But yeah, by the time this video comes out, I will have probably react to do a couple more episodes, at least recorded them anyway. But yeah, I think let me just double check the calendar. So this will come out. Yeah, so by the time this episode pops out on YouTube, then for sure, my reaction to Liz and the Bluebird will be available on YouTube, which is great. So definitely check that out. I really loved that movie a lot. KyoAni is definitely becoming one of my favorite studios, and I probably should pay a lot more attention to other studios, especially the one that does Mob Psycho 100, because the studio that did Mob Psycho 100 killed it. But this was super fun. Miu is adorable. The teacher drives me crazy. Ui is like the best little sister ever. What is this? Oh, interesting. So, the first 6 episodes were their first year of high school. Oh! Ui is in high school now. That's amazing. Oh, they have 4 songs now. Oh. The reaction. This episode's. Oh, the reacting of this was a mess. So it looks like first 6 episodes were about their first year of high school, and episode 7 was the holiday episode, the kind of midpoint breather where we get to kind of enjoy the relationships, how far they've come, which again, it's a comedy, so there isn't some really in-depth, intense reflecting, but it's super adorable. I love it. Ui is such a, what's the word, even keel kind of girl. That's not what I'm looking for, but that's where I'm landing. She has a great head on her shoulders. I wonder if she's like this because of how much of a mess Yui is, but I don't know. The English translation of the next episode is freshman, so I'm assuming it's about the incoming freshmen and them being upperclassmen. So if don't tell me, but I'm going to only assume that the next 6 episodes might blur through the year 2 for them. If they don't, then I'm assuming that the next 6 episodes will get about halfway through year 2. So that's been really lovely and enjoyable. It's definitely a much faster pace than Hibike Euphonium. Hibike Euphonium, the first 2 seasons covered their first year of high school for our first years. So, and then the movies kind of cover their second year. Third year hasn't been covered at all, so the pacing's a little bit slower, way slower than this. But I think this makes sense that a comedy would have such a much faster pace and bigger time jumps versus a more dramatic show kind of taking its time. Now, there are some big major time jumps in Violet Evergarden, but that's just also a very different kind of show. But the time jumps are so big to the point that you have no idea kind of where, like, how much time has passed, which is a little frustrating. I don't know if that's the case with the light novels, but the show is hard to tell how much time had passed between the first episode and where we were. Let's say like the end of the last movie. Well, at least a handful of years apparently had passed. And for this one, so actually I'm very grateful that with the slice of life anime, that because life moves on as it normally does, that we do get these moments where of like, okay, it's spring, it's summer, it's the festival, it's this, it's that. So it allows us to kind of, it helps us know where we are in terms of the timeline. So other than that, I probably should pay a lot more attention to the animation style. When I had to re-record some bits, I loved the moment of like, oh yeah, a little bit of foreshortening, because we're actually seeing the girls from Yui's position up on top of the stairs. So there's a kind of fun foreshortening that happens with like the feet and the head. Other moments were like the super like intense redness, and there probably, if she got hit in the head or hit her stomach, there would be that redness, but maybe not that big of a dichotomy of it. So it is cute that, and then a good reminder that in animation you can sort of up the, not maybe saturation of something. I always said this before. This is Violet Evergarden and Hibike Euphonium and even Your Lie in April are very grounded. They're much more serious anime. They're very grounded. And so because of that, the laws and the rules of those worlds are very similar to the real world. But there are little aspects of like KyoAni physics or animation physics that applies, such as the really big kind of tears, the way some of the character moves, the way the hair might move, the way the light hits. But those rules within those worlds are very consistent. With Mob Psycho 100, that's on the opposite end. Mob Psycho 100 is a great example of what can you really do with the medium in terms of animation 2D. They really play with like perspective, and part of that is from the manga itself. But perspective and smearing and kind of every tool that an animator has in their toolbox is used in that show. Removing color, using different medium like charcoal and chalk to animate movement, which is super cool to see. So it's all on very different scales. With this one with K-On! Is very much animated like a very typical cartoon, with the smearing and the expressions of their face kind of losing color, and the way their eyes are drawn, and some of the like color differences, some of the ridiculousness of the movements in terms of like hilarity or drama. Some of the cuts, especially when the characters get bonked on the head, instead of it just hurting, you see these big kind of, fleshy bump on the top of their head. Things like that you wouldn't really see in real life, but are exaggerated. And again, very consistent with this world. I'm sure many people have probably, I'll end with this, have dumped on the whole original anime, and it's not anime, it's cartoon. Anime being very, obviously, we all watch anime, so we understand when people say anime, where it's from, what it's like, so on and so forth. The original cartoon or Crunchyroll, people pooped on because, one, it's badly written, badly voice acted, and the animation style is inconsistent, not to mention the blatant use of Getty images with watermarks on it. My gosh. So, but it's inconsistent. Inconsistent animation, inconsistent movements. It's kind of shows poor skill, poor work ethic. It's not good. So I was going somewhere with this. But basically the point is that there's nothing too fancy about K-On! It's very simple, it's very straightforward, but it's well voice acted. I'm sure it pays great homage to the manga. Let me know if you've read it, if there's any differences, but the characters, the pacing, all of it's great. And again, the animations, it's nothing too fancy, but it's consistent and it's well executed, and that can make something very enjoyable. That if you want to just chill out and sit on the train or whatever and watch some episodes, you don't have to think too much. It's great. I love it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I should probably start saying the hellos and goodbyes now in terms of how I do these reactions. So I forgot to do it this time. I will do it next time. Share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.